back of my blood, rather unique. Bucktown, this on that quiet storm, C-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Darnold. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
No. Check.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He drops it off for Bernard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the...
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. He's to the 10. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Detroit!
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythm rhythms. What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room at the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Darren Lee there to get him down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now back to throw. He's got Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fighting through. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Gun!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they... He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme air.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Michael Brockers getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
And that'll set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Darnold down to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Detroit!
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning
yeah,
it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Then knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
And now out come the Jets. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 61 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Darnold from the red zone now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
No, check, Patriot.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun! Over! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 57 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go. A little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Over! Watching that, Barney!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.